Welcome, everyone. We are super excited to share with you some of our favorite Young Living supplements tonight. I'm Stacy Cook, and I'm joined tonight by some incredible women. We've got Sherry Placco, Michelle Jernigan, and Wendy Chapman. And we're going to talk a bit about why we need supplements, how we use them, supplement quality, and a handful of our personal favorites. So first off, why do we supplement? The reality is that we don't necessarily get all the right vitamins, minerals, and nutrients in our everyday diet. Most of us don't have time to calculate the nutrient profile of every meal we plan for our families, right? So there are going to be gaps. And especially if you follow any type of a prescriptive diet for either medical reasons or weight loss goals, if you're eliminating whole groups of foods, supplementation is a great way to get those key nutrients you may be missing into your body. And the key is choosing high quality sources for your supplements. Similar to essential oils, there's not a whole lot of regulation around supplements, which is why it is so important to know and trust the company that you're getting your supplements from. Another factor is bioavailability. So bioavailability is the absorption and distribution of nutrients from a supplement. So it's the process of something going into your body and then your body actually being able to use it. Most supplements are full of synthetic ingredients, and because of that, our bodies don't absorb them because our bodies don't know what to do with them. Fortunately, Young Living uses whole food sources from fruit, veggies, herbs, and roots. They also infuse many of their supplements with essential oils, which are very small in their molecular structure and make them an excellent vehicle to increase the bioavailability of supplements. So as we walk through some of our favorites, we're going to share the ways that we use them. In general, I usually start with the recommended dosage on the bottle and adjust from there, but all bodies are different. What one body needs may be too much or too little for another. So don't be afraid as you try Young Living supplements to take them, assess how you feel, and then adjust as needed. So we're going to get right into it because we only have 30 minutes to do this. And I am so excited to hear from Michelle. She is going to share her supplement protocol to support digestion for kids.
Hey, everybody. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to jump right in. Our number one supplement for my entire family is Ningxia Red. Ningxia Red is a whole food nutrient drink. It's made from wolfberries, which are similar to goji berries. So it's crazy high in antioxidants. 1 ounce of Ningxia has the antioxidant equivalent of 4 pounds of carrots, 2 cups of blueberries. It's crazy. So having a diet that's high in antioxidants can also help support a healthy immune system. My kids are in daycare, so that's a big reason why we give this to them. They also go in and out of being picky eaters, which if you're a parent, you can relate to that, I'm sure. So that just helps me make sure that they're getting all the nutrients that they need every day. So my 1-year-old gets 1 ounce of Ningxia a day, sometimes 2, just kind of depends. Like Sherry said, we just see, or Stacy, what Stacy said, we just kind of see like how we feel, what's going on. If they're sick, we give them a little more. I do 2 ounces a day, as does my 4-year-old. I first started drinking Ningxia during pregnancy. So it was my second pregnancy. And I drank anywhere from 4 to 6 ounces of Ningxia per day. So it just kind of depends on how you feel. I noticed the biggest difference myself in my energy levels and my digestion. So again, I started during pregnancy. So over the course of the last 2 years, I've kind of gone off and on of Ningxia just to kind of gauge my body. And I still to this day notice a difference in those 2 areas when I stopped taking it. So it's one that we take for the whole family. Okay, so now I want to talk like less glamorous side of motherhood, and that is your kids' digestion. I have a 4-year-old who has struggled with chronic constipation. Off and on for the last, I would say 2 to 3 years. She had a lot of ear infections as a baby, and this was before we started our natural living journey. So she was on antibiotics a lot and often. I would say like 1 to 2 times per month for probably a year straight, and it absolutely destroyed her gut. So we, in a perfect world, we could combat that by, having her drink the right amount of liquids every day and eating the right foods and a high fiber diet and all of those things. But if you have a toddler, they don't always eat what you want them to eat. They don't always drink what you want them to drink. So we went through a lot of trial and error with this. So I want to share, in addition to Ningxia, 2 other supplements that have really made a difference for her in terms of digestion. So Mighty Zymes is one, comes in a little bottle. It's a little chewable capsule. I don't know if you can see those. They're little tiny capsules. They taste good. It's a digestive enzyme supplement for kids that supports and assists digestive needs. Digestive enzymes, so if you don't know, help our body break down the food that we're eating so that our body can absorb the nutrients. And if we don't have enough digestive enzymes, then our food can't properly break down. It can result in gas, constipation, just digestive discomfort, skin irritation. Even a lot of people, digestive issues manifest as skin conditions. So lots of different things if you don't have the right amount of digestive enzymes. So that's why we did an enzyme supplement for her. So it says for children 6 and older, chew 1 to 3 tablets, chew 1 tablet 3 times daily. So my daughter's 4 and I give her 1 tablet for breakfast, 1 tablet for dinner, and that seems to do the trick. The next supplement that we give her is KidSense Mighty Pro. So it's a kid's pre and probiotic, and it comes in a little packet like this. You just rip the top off and it's powder. It kind of tastes like a pixie stick. She actually loves it. We just open it and down the hatch. But when we first started giving it to her, she really didn't like the taste of it. So we mixed it in applesauce. You can mix it in juice. Like that's kind of the beauty of a powder supplement like this, is if your kid doesn't like it, you can really mix it into anything that they do like. But it's a pre and probiotic, and it's got over 8 billion active live cultures. It's formulated specifically for gastrointestinal, digestive, and immune health for children. And a good probiotic is something that our pediatrician recommended. So it's really important just to promote healthy gut bacteria and just help them with digestion. So with those 3 supplements, the Ningxia, the Mighty Zymes, and the Mighty Pro, we've really noticed a big difference in her digestion. At her worst, she was probably having a bowel movement once every 2 weeks. It was really bad. Now she's going 2 to 3 times a week with this, and we just introduced chiropractic care to hopefully increase those numbers. But yeah, that is something that's really worked for our family. So I wanted to share that because I know we've got a lot of moms that join these calls, and I know I'm not the only one whose world revolves around their kids' digestion. So now I'm going to turn it over to Sherry, who's going to share a little more about supplements for head to toe support.
Thanks, Michelle. Good to see you. So I'm going to talk about my all-time favorite. And if anyone knows me, they know Sulfurzyme is like the end-all be-all of my life, along with Ningxia Red. And just a quick backstory. When I started using essential oils, it was because of an autoimmune, and I had not started taking anything internally. And I kept hearing about this Sulfurzyme, and I actually took the information to my rheumatologist. And he was an older, old school doctor. And he looked at the ingredient list and he was like, oh, MSM. Back in the day, that's what we used to give people for RA. And I was like, and now, and he was just like, I'm like, yeah, big pharma. With his blessing, I started taking 4 of these a day. And literally 4 weeks to the day I started this supplement, I could get my rings back on my fingers. My entire body felt better. And I was like, dude. And in addition to that, the impact it had on the rest of my health has been amazing. So why does everybody need this? MSM. Write those letters down. That is the big thing that's in Sulfurzyme. So it's an organic form of dietary sulfur. 60 years ago, everyone got it in their food sources naturally. Now, not so much. We have to help our body by giving it more. Now, when it's combined with the wolfberry from Ningxia Red that we already heard about, it's amazing for your body. Together, it helps balance your immune system. It supports every major function of your body. It's amazing for your hair, for hair growth. If any of you had issues with hair falling out, up your Sulfurzyme. It's amazing for that. Your nails, your skin, it is totally like, if I could only have one thing in life, if I had to choose Ningxia Red and Sulfurzyme, I would have to go Sulfurzyme. I don't live without Ningxia Red, but this would be the one that I would have to just take everywhere with me. The other cool thing about MSM is that it has the ability to equalize pressure inside of your cells. So that's why MSM has always been something that's really important for people that have arthritis or tendonitis. So if you haven't looked into this yet, this could be your new best friend. Now, the directions on this say to take 2 capsules twice a day. I'm not a good direction follower. And I found it actually worked better for my body to take them all at the same time. So whether you're a nighttime person or a morning person, I take 4 to 6 every day, all in the morning. That way I don't worry about forgetting it. But personally for me, I found taking all of them at one time helped my body feel better than splitting up the dosage. And then the other one I want to talk about really quick. Oh, and if you haven't seen it, I know some people are like, well, how big is it? It's not very large. It's like the size of a veggie cap if you make your own with oils. The other one I want to talk about, as a teacher who lived on a screen for 1.5 years teaching remotely, my eyes really became an issue. So I wanted to talk about Illuminize. I'm sorry if you can't see it with my glare here. Illuminize is amazing. If you drink Ningxia Red and you know you still need a little bit of extra eye support, Illuminize is awesome. It is formulated for blue light, what we're all exposing ourselves to right now. All of the screen time, all of that computer. This is a nice smaller capsule, really easy. You only need 1 a day. But the side effects of blue light are probably what you have and you don't even realize it. Eye strain, dry eyes. If you have headaches, blurred vision, neck and shoulder pain, it's because you're staring at that screen for so much of your day. Illuminize really helps reduce all of that. It's great because everything that's in here combined with Ningxia Red is a powerhouse for your eyes. The ingredients in here include lutein, which you can also find in your Ningxia Red. It also has zeaxanthin, which all of those are known to support your macular health. And macular, listen to that word if you know anyone with macular degeneration. These are the products that you really want to be putting into your body to help support for good eye health. And it's made an amazing impact. It's also been known to help with night blindness. And that's something that I've had an issue with since my late 30s. I have a really hard time driving on a dark road, especially if there's any kind of like rain or snow on the road and lights coming at me. This has made a big impact on that for me. So definitely look into Illuminize. And now I want to kick it over to Wendy, who is going to talk about how to support your hormones, because it's a thing we all need a little bit of extra help in probably, right? Take it over for me, Wendy.
Thank you. I love hearing your Sulfurzyme story every single time. It's amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay. I have so much to say and I have such little time. Okay. So I want to talk about hormones, you guys. Hormones are what drive us all, right? Our bodies, everybody's body has hormones and we have different levels at varied times in our lives, right? So I want to talk about 2 of our basic ones. Actually, one basic and one like kick it up one. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Femigen. Okay. Femigen is a great all over hormone support. This is like your baseline, start at the bottom, and it's good for anybody from youth to into menopause age. Okay. Transitioning into, already there, doesn't matter. It just helps. Okay. So if you struggle with low libido, low energy, like roller coaster emotions, PMS, mood swings, hot flashes, you name it. This is a great one to take. All right. So you guys know I'm a science junkie and I love getting into everything that this does. Okay. So this was when Gary designed this, it was designed to help anybody from youth to going into a menopause kind of state, right? But it supports so many systems of our body. So it's immune system, digestion, metabolism, energy. So this is designed that you would take it in the morning, say 2 in the morning and then 2 around noon. Okay. Because it helps with our metabolism. So it kind of curbs your appetite a little bit. All right. You don't always have to take it as it says it. I can take 2 in the morning and then I'm done. I know other people who can take 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. So you kind of got to take it and see how it helps you and how then you can just adjust for your body. But you guys, this is amazing. So one of the things, how Stacy was talking about our supplements with Young Living, how they're bioavailable and the ingredients that go into them are so phenomenal. When you're taking one of our supplements, the spectrum of the ingredients goes so far beyond. Okay, so one of the things that I love in this is something that's called L-cysteine, which is an amino acid, which is like a basic building block to our bodies, right? And that amino acid helps to make glutathione, and glutathione is like in every single cell in your body. Okay, and so glutathione is this warrior in your cell that helps to fight off toxins coming in. It helps to detox heavy metals, all kinds of toxins from our environment that we're always, always breathing in junk from outside, from exhaust and things like that, junk from inside. And it totally helps to fight in our body. It helps to boost your mood. It helps your digestion. Oh, this little thing, this little amino acid, okay, helps to do that. It helps to reduce pain because it helps to take away inflammation. I already told you, it rids the body of toxins. It's a total win-win. Also in here, we have some essential oils of fennel, clary sage, and ylang ylang. And there's a bunch of herbs in here too. There's wild yam, dong quai, and ginseng. So all energy. Okay, this one is amazing. All right. Check it out, you guys. There's so much information on this. Really quick too, when we're gathering our information, here's a supplements guide that I use from Jen O'Sullivan, and I also have our big book here on supplements. So this is where we all gather our information, you guys. So please make sure you get some of these books and dive in yourself, because there's so much. We can only skim the top here. Okay, next one I want to talk to you guys about is cortisol. Okay, I'm a teacher. This week we had finals. I am known to go to bed really late, like at 1 o'clock, and I get up at 5 o'clock. And I will totally get stressed out when I'm like laying there and I can't go to sleep. Cortisol is my friend. Or if I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, did I forget that, right? And your heart starts racing, and you know that your blood pressure just like hit the roof, right? And you know it's not good for you. Cortisol is your best friend. Okay, so this is something that you don't take all the time, but you only take it when you need it. Okay, so finals don't happen all the time. Thank goodness. Christmas doesn't happen all the time. Thank goodness. All these exciting things, which are a good excitement, right? But they still get the cortisol going in our body. So cortisol is in our body. And I think every single system in our body has a receptor for cortisol. All right. It's our fight or flight response hormone, right? Tells us when we should run or we should stay and think it out, right? But when we get too much of it going through our system, it totally can put a wrench in the engine of our body. All right. It can ruin us. And so we need to slow it down. And even though it says cortisol as the name, it doesn't really stop anything. It just helps to bring everything to a healthy balance. It helps to regulate the cortisol in our system. So it helps us to calm down. All right. So this is a really great one to take in high stress times. So if it can help you with fatigue, with memory problems, with motivation, it can help, again, increase your libido, mood swings, all that sort of stuff. So this one contains something called precursor hormones, and it's pregnenolone and DHEA, if you guys have heard of those before. And those are kind of basic building blocks for other hormones, all other hormones actually in our body. And so wherever they're needed, they're going to go in and help to make more of, be it progesterone, or if it's estrogen, or if it's testosterone, or whatever hormone your body needs, it's going to utilize that to make those hormones to help balance everything out. Because when cortisol is high, everything's out of whack. And so it's going to help bring everything back into an equilibrium. So I love this stuff, you guys. I live on this. At times of stress, not always though. After next week, I won't be taking this because school will be done. It's going to be awesome. Okay, last one really quick. I think I'm going over my time is Alkaline. You guys, Alkaline is a great supplement. This is a powder that you put into your water, and it can either come in this bottle or it has really handy little stick packets that you can put in your purse and take with you. Thank you. This is amazing. So this helps to balance out the pH in our body. Okay, actually it helps to raise it. Okay, in our world today, in our diet, what they call it, the SAD, the American diet is SAD, right? We have all kinds of foods that are really high in acid, and so that goes into our body and it creates a high like acid environment in our body. In our body, you guys go into the acid realm within your body, and every single spot in our bodies has a different acid level, and it's amazing. But when we're talking our organs, we want them to be at a higher pH. So we want it to be more of a basic. Anything that has an high acid level, it's going to breed sickness. Okay. But when we have a higher pH where it's basic, it's not going to breed that sickness. Okay, so it's really good for our immune system. And it's just amazing. So most people, I used to be one of them, I would run to Tums whenever I would eat something that wasn't agreeing with me, right? I would chew these Tums things, right? But Tums have a lot of ingredients that we don't really want in our body, and they're really actually bad for us. So I had heard about this actually on one of our oily undergrounds like this call. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to try it. I actually got it to try for my mom because she would take that Tums junk, right? And I was like, you don't need to take that. But then I really started liking this. So I use this, you guys, twice a day. I mix it into my water. It mixes up, and I actually do it when I mix my Sulfurzyme. I like Sulfurzyme powder, as well as the capsules, but I mix in a teaspoon and a half a teaspoon of my Sulfurzyme, and I mix it in, and I either put some of my electrolytes in there or my Ningxia. I'm one of those people, like, if I'm going to drink something, I'm going to make it super good for me, right? And so I like to just bring on all the good stuff. So I take this in twice a day. It totally helps to, if you have an upset stomach, it's fantastic to help calm it. But otherwise, you guys, you're getting a bunch of cell salts into your body, so that you get a lot of minerals in. It has lemon and lime essential oils, plus it has lemon powder that's mixed in there, and it's effervescent, so it bubbles up a little bit. And it's just amazing for your guys' bodies. So it's, if you consume a like high protein, animal protein diet, if you eat a lot of like processed food, you have a very high acid diet. If you drink a lot of coffee, if you're on pharmaceuticals at all, if you're a smoker, you have a high acid content in your body, and you need to be drinking this. All right. This is what's really cool about this. I could drink a cup of coffee and then go, oh, I know that was really bad for me. So then I can drink a cup of Alkaline, and it totally balances me out. And so I don't feel as guilty, and I get my body back up into the basic pH where I want it to be. So I think I did it. I'm now going to pass it over to Stacy, and Stacy's going to talk to you about all things sleep and amazing stuff. So there you go.
Thank you, Wendy. That was fantastic. I loved it. I need Alkaline badly. So when I teach classes on oils and I ask people, like, what are your big issues? The thing that always comes up is sleep, right? So I want to share with you two of my favorite sleep supplements. One I have been using for a really long time and is hands down my favorite. The other one became like second favorite when the other one was out of stock. Is anyone else waiting for ImmuPro to come back in stock? Anyone? Anyone? So first, I'll share my favorite, which is ImmuPro. Now, technically, ImmuPro is not necessarily designed as a sleep supplement. Its primary function is immune support. But what do you need for a fully functioning immune system? You need good sleep. Our bodies have multiple types of immune cells that do all their heavy lifting for us, like repairing damaged cells, repairing damaged DNA, fighting infections, reorganizing connections between nerve cells, all while we sleep. So we have to get good sleep for all of that good stuff to happen. So ImmuPro is designed to give you a good night of sleep so that its powerhouse ingredients can get to work fighting off some of the oxidative stress and all that kind of stuff that you've built up during the day. So it helps you get that good sleep with a small amount of naturally derived melatonin. So it has 4 milligrams per tablet, which is not very much, but it is just enough. And those powerhouse immune support ingredients that it has, those include 3 different types of adaptogen mushrooms. So ImmuPro has reishi mushrooms, maitake mushrooms, and agaricus blazei mushrooms. All that combined with wolfberry powder. Now, those mushrooms are known for several different ways they can support our body. They are known for their anti-aging properties, immune support properties. They support faster liver cell regeneration, and they also activate our macrophage cells, which is like those natural killer T cells, like huge immune function, very important things. So it's great immune support, and it gives us that little bit of sleep, or that sleep we need to help our immune system do what it needs to do. So ImmuPro, it comes as a chewable tablet. I take one 30 minutes before bed when I feel like I need extra immune or sleep support. Because they're chewables, they actually split really easily. So oftentimes, especially I take them when I travel because hotel sleep is a problem for me. I don't always sleep very well in a hotel. So I'll just pre-cut them in half, and I'll just take a half when I'm traveling. But if I feel like I need that real like immune support, I take a whole tablet. They also quarter very well. So for my son, if I feel like he's like dipping below, not doing well, and I really want to ensure he gets a good solid night of sleep, I'll give him a quarter, and just to give him that extra support. He's 8. You know, that's something for you to decide if it's right for you or not, but it definitely helps him. And he's a great sleeper. It's not something we do regularly, although sometimes I want to. But it's it's supportive for him, so it helps that way. So that's ImmuPro. Now, that one has been out of stock for a couple months. I looked on the report before this call. According to the out of stock report, it is supposed to be back before the end of May. No guarantees, because I will tell you in April, it said it would be back before the end of April. So we just cross our fingers and pray on that one. So now let's talk about Sleep Essence. So Sleep Essence is a little bit different because it's essentially a capsule of oils. And it is specifically designed to support natural sleep patterns and calm your mind as you fall, to help you fall asleep faster. And the oil blend in it is really similar to Rutavala. Now, Rutavala, in my opinion, stinks. I keep telling my husband, I think our bedroom smells like poop. And then I realized it's because it smells like Rutavala. But that's another story. Anyway, so it's way better if you can ingest it versus putting it on your body, in my opinion. It includes lavender, vetiver, valerian, tangerine, and rue, plus another small amount of that naturally derived melatonin. A Sleep Essence capsule only has 1.5 milligrams per capsule, so it's a little bit less. And those oils, they include all kinds of sleep support, right? So those oils, they promote relaxation and calm, they relax our muscles, they reduce brain activity, so they reduce the time it takes for us to fall asleep. Valerian has even been shown to inhibit an enzyme that destroys the amino acid GABA, which is what we need for calm and sleep. So it's a really solid option for ensuring a full night of sleep. Now, I think the recommended dosage on the bottle is actually 2 capsules. So you could take 1 or 2. I really only take 1 if I feel like I need it. And that's when I feel like I'm really alert at bedtime. Like it's time to go to bed, but maybe I just watched a really exciting movie or something emotional, and I need help just like turning my brain off so I don't hit the pillow and then think about everything that I was just, watching or something like that. Also, I'm a lightweight when it comes to alcohol. So if I have more than 1 drink, I definitely have disrupted sleep. So if I have a couple glasses of wine, I'll definitely be taking a Sleep Essence to help get through that sleep disruption that alcohol just naturally does to us. I find that to be really helpful. So it just gives me, better sleep, helps my body rest and repair. So we did it. We shared 10 of our favorite supplements with you guys in 30 minutes. And I hope that was helpful for you. Thank you so much, ladies, Michelle, Sherry, and Wendy. And I'm going to kick it right over to Allison and Ashley, who are going to lead us into our business call.